Good morning, cyber traders, and welcome back on the Cyber Group morning meeting. A lot of good stuff going on. Getting a couple of good iceberg orders we're going to talk about, which we always look for. A lot of good stuff, and I'm going to check them out. By the way, good to see you, Lita, Kathleen, Wendy, everyone, Richard. First of all, I want to do a quick shout out to our old friend Grant. He's back. Great to see you, Grant. Hopefully the surgery went well with you. I see you back here, so you're with us. So our prayers, and just happy to see you. In the meantime, everyone, you're more than welcome. Good to see you too, Alex, everybody, and also all over social media. A couple of good things going on in the movement in the market. A couple of good stocks that moved yesterday. Let me tell you, I mean, it's almost like Groundhog's Day. Every morning, there's always these stocks that are going up 300, 400, 500%. And you're like, are they real? Are they fake? I mean, what are they? And where are they coming from? The great thing about it is that you're going to miss 90% of them. But don't worry about it. They're there every day. You will get one of them eventually, but there's always something moving. But the key part about being a good trader is obviously focusing on iceberg orders, which, by the way, we're getting a lot of good ones today. I've noticed there's a couple of good ones. If it's not the TITOs, the TIO, if it's not this EPOW we're checking out, but they're out there. But we'll go through that really quick. Before we get started, like we always do, let's talk about what did happen yesterday. What did we miss? Well, first of all, they had this really nice moving stock, this XELA. So you could see the stock basically had a reverse stock split. And this is the crazy part about it. This was a $3,500 stock with all the reverse stock splits, whatever. Thing went all the way down to $6, down to $3. I'm sorry, $3. Are you serious? This thing got destroyed. I mean, it's got to be probably the biggest loss. And believe me, we've seen some really bad ones. I mean, like really, really bad ones. But this one, I mean, listen, is it ever too late to buy it? Well, look what happened yesterday. Nice little run, $3 up to about $8. Not bad for a day's pay. We also had this one, which I'm throwing back on the watch list because we always say the stock is trading at the highs going into the afternoons from the day before. This is how not only do day trades become swing trades, but they also could be an options trade. So getting a good move on this stock right here, this APLD. You can see here early in the morning had a really nice move right around 350 in pre-market, shot all the way up to about 550, and then right around here was around 1015, had a nice little pop right there. But she was pretty strong. Looks like she was holding there. And that's all that matters. This stock got really beat up. This stock has been a really, really good swing trade. So we saw the stock at the end of March. It was right around this $9. It gapped up. And, usually when we find these pharmaceutical stocks, usually they're big slingshots. They go up, they come crashing down. This one just kept going. I mean, it had a big shake right here, which we call a slingshot. But let me tell you, right after this time frame, right around here, nice little move, went from 21 all the way up to this $20, $24 price range, up to 25, still strong. I mean, listen, whatever drug they came out with, it must be pretty damn good because I'd rarely ever see drug stocks like this that hold going all the way back to December when they were $3 and now they're at 24. So you're talking almost 1,000% move on that stock right there. So that stock, like once again, become a day trade. Now they become swing trades. Was a VKTX. Put that right there. All right, another one that made yesterday's list. Another quick little slingshot. A lot of you remember this. We traded this end of May. This stock went from $2 to $44. This is the ones I was talking about when we get these big run-ups. You could see it did really good yesterday, and it came crashing down. Big Fausto flag. So that's why you got a day trade on that one. Boyle, on the other hand, had a really, really good move. It's on the downtrend. I did a swing trade on it. Stock was pretty strong right around these prices. Ooh, where are we? Got to zoom in a little bit closer here. So we had a good little swing trade. It's around at 280s, 290s. Really big push on it. I want to show you what's going on with Boyle because this was a really good example of iceberg orders. So you could see right here, the stock had a really good run up early in pre-market, about 730, hovered right around here, got close to that 340 price range. Do you see this big red line right there? That red line, if you go all the way across, the guy added and subtracted. But right there, that was a 550,000 share seller. Okay, let that sink in your head. What does that mean? Okay, you know what it means. It means sell. Okay, guy wants out. And that's why we had a big reversal on that stock right there in pre-market. Now, Granted, the stock trades a lot of shares. Look, just in pre-market right now, we're already at 5 million. But it's all about what we mainly teach you at Cybertrade University. Follow the money. Anyway, a lot of big orders are coming in right now. A lot of trading going on. But anyway, Boyle's back on the watch list. That one did pretty well. Another one that trades side by side with it is LABD. This one also a nice little early run up. A little bit more expensive, but another ETF, which I'm not really a big fan of. But Tito's had a really, really good move. Now let's go to Tito's really quick because I thought this was really cool. So Tito's right here, I want to point this out. Big ladder effect going on. Look at this ladder effect. You had a big buyer showed up here, not that much. It was like 3,000. Then all of a sudden he showed up here, 50,000. Then right here, 150,000. So big ladder effect. So stock in pre-market right around 8.15, stock had a nice little run from $4 all the way to 4.30. Then he came out right around 120,000, but the difference is this order got filled, okay? And you can see a big red on the bottom. So you got to remember when you trade, and one of the big things that we teach you and what you have to focus on, traders, what we have to look at, and if you're not doing this, I don't know what the hell you're doing because you're really kind of trading blind. But buyers make demand, sellers, bring in supply. So we have a really big demand here, but guess what? Somebody could sell to that big demand. And if that happens, stock goes down. So anyway, that's an example of seeing it right there. And this is just pre-market. We're not even talking about when the market's open. All right. Now, those two stocks that we got on there. So we got the Tito's, we got Boyle. Now, a couple of the stocks I had on here, big percentage gainer right here, EPOW right here. Now, this stock right here also, it's trading in a range right here. There's a big iceberg order that's hovering right around 258. And there's another one at 270 for 25,000 shares. So you can see that it kind of did that in pre-market right here. You see the resistance, you see the support, show you right here, buyer, seller. That's why it's kind of doing a slingshot right here. And it's holding pretty strong at those price rent levels. And you got some sellers right here for 3 and 330. But right around there, that's why it's kind of trading it. Until that seller gets done, it's not going to really go anywhere. But it did make the watch list. Listen, I don't know what's going on, but the bank stocks obviously are making big moves. Looks like Wall had earnings yesterday. How do I know? Because nothing pops like that at 4 o'clock. Little trick of the trade. Anyway, that did pretty well. Do we trade Wall? No. Wall it's very volatile. Wall's got some really, really big movements. Spread, you could see it's already ugly. So you got to be careful on that Wall. Another stock right here it's moving to is SMFL. Now, another big stock, big supports, big resistance levels, which we already talked about. We already got that one. And what was the other one? Oh, this is the one I meant to talk about. This one, I don't know. I mean, SVRE is up 20%, 2.1 million shares. Cheap little stock, nice little move. We saw the stock right around $1. It ran to about $2. It's a good slow mover. Iceberg orders, I'm not seeing that. Nothing great. Not really seeing that big of a channel. Actually, I'm seeing a little bit more of a Lego, looking type of chart on this stock, meaning orders are bouncing here, orders there, a little bit everywhere. So, but I really didn't see that much going on this morning. Key made a big move this morning. You see, obviously, earnings. Keys made a big pop. Expensive though. We're not going to trade stocks like this. Look at it, 10%, second biggest percentage gainer, SLQT. I mean, none of these stocks we're not going to trade. Once again, this is why I'm a big fan of NASDAQ versus New York. Now, Truth says, Fausto, could you check out the OMH? This stock took a very big hit. Okay, you can see it was a $30 stock, went all the way down to its support levels right here. The stock's been a, big short squeeze. That's what that looks like to me. But it came right back down to its support left. So, Juth, I would probably say, you might get a little bit of a bounce here, but I would be really cautious on it. It just basically came down to where it really started, where it's at. Listen, that's a big ass short squeeze right there. So it's just a matter of time when it came back down. That's probably what it's worth. But you can make a little move here and there. I mean, you can see you got a little pop here. Let me see if there's anything on level 4. OMH. Let's go check it out. See if we got any orders out there. Slow up the data. Guys getting done. Some traders right here just got filled. 5,000, 3,000. Yeah, it's trading in that range. Looks like he got executed right here. You see that little red ball? So it looks like it could break that 7. Looks like that's where it's at right now. All right. Anything else, traders? Anything else that I missed? I don't really see that much out there. I don't really see that much. So I wouldn't go crazy on right now as in pre-market, other than, listen, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, we got 5 stocks we get to work with. All right. So anyway, let's get ready for the market open up. If you're watching on social media, on the top left-hand corner, you'll see it says a free live workshop. We'll be doing a workshop tomorrow at 12 o'clock. So you can click on that link that we have up there, or just take your phone, turn on your camera and scan it. In the meantime, cyber traders, Samuel wants me to check one more stock. Let me look at that stock for you. Samuel wants me to check out the GDC? GDC is moving. Once again, big short squeeze. I kind of put that, I kind of passed on a little bit right now, Samuel. We could put this on the B list. Put it on the B list. I mean, I'm not super crazy about it. Remember, 50% of the failures of today's markets, the reason why people fail is because the stock is not tradable. Remember, they all look great. They look beautiful. Everyone can make you money, but you didn't make anything until you sell it. And that's where everyone gets themselves in trouble. So once you pass that, that's why when we teach you phase 1, lesson 1, the number one thing I always tell everybody, when you watch that first lesson that we teach you, you're going to see that 95% of stocks you shouldn't have been in the first place. Remember, if the stock is not going to give you the least amount of risk with the high amount of reward, you shouldn't be in it in the first place. So we'll leave that little tip of the day for everyone to take with them. All right, let's get ready for the market open up. We got about 15 minutes. Once again, if you're watching on social media, scan that little link right there with the QR code, and we'll see you back tomorrow at 12. But remember, we are live here every morning at 9 a.m. and at 2:30. And we'll have watch lists for you on both those times to trade the first hour and the last hour. Good luck, cyber traders. See you in a little bit. Get ready to rock and roll, all right? And once again, if you're in something, you say something if you're trading something. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading.